growth is something that the Americans have seen over the past 10 years and probably the past 5 years, and they halved unemployment. Right, they were at 11%, they've gone around 2%, maybe 3%, and halved unemployment. We've seen much higher growth levels over the past 20 years. This economy has probably 3 to 5 times its size since 1994, did nothing for employment. And so what we don't have is strategy. We have these flags and theoretical prescripts of what we ought to be doing to succeed. And they're wonderful in all the textbooks, but the strategy in which actually how do we do that is not present. So we might reach it, actually, because it doesn't really take a lot. I mean, Angolans have been growing at 5, 7%, 8% by just opening the taps in oil, and then it happens. We can certainly do that here by actually building more stadia, and we would get 5%, but it doesn't mean we've achieved anything. And so what we need to do actually is to build a strategy in which we say, what is it that we want to achieve, how we actually reimagine it. And I think the question we're not talking about is how we reimagine the world in the ways in which the Americans are doing, in which the Europeans are doing, the Chinese have done. They took a crisis for us to actually be able to sit down in a room and say, well, clearly we need to fix this, which goes really to the question about what is business waiting for, and the agency, that people are waiting for somebody, and the leadership, we're all waiting for that wonderful thing to happen. And no society has ever grown like that, because we keep saying government mustn't play such a big role in the economy, and then we sit back and we wait and we say, well, government must show us first the growth and then we'll come on board. It's a bit of a weird kind of situation, and I think that's where we need to actually nub it in terms of the private sector and the various players.